Popeye and the Island of the Lost Treasure. It was a warm and breezy afternoon at the harbor. Seagulls called in the distance, and Popeye the Sailor Man was sitting on a wooden crate, happily chomping on his favorite snack, a can of spinach, just as he was about to whistle a tune. His longtime sweetheart, Olive Oyl, came running up the dock, waving an old piece of parchment wildly. "Popeye, look what I found in the back of the ship's library," she exclaimed breathlessly. Popeye squinted at the parchment. It was an old map, stained with sea salt and covered in faded drawings, but clear as day. It showed a mysterious island in the shape of a fish, marked with an X. "A treasure map," Olive whispered, her eyes twinkling. "Blow me down. An adventure," Popeye said, flexing his biceps with a grin. "Let's be off." They gathered their friends, Wimpy, who brought a bag of burgers for the trip, and Swee'Pea, safely nestled in a sling on Popeye's chest. What they didn't know was that Bluto, always up to no good, had overheard the whole thing. He was secretly planning to follow them and steal the treasure for himself. The voyage was long and stormy. Waves crashed, the sky turned dark, and the wind howled like wild wolves. But Popeye steered their boat with confidence, shouting over the storm, "I am what I am, and that's all what I am." When the storm cleared, the strange island came into view. It was covered in thick jungle vines, colorful birds, and strange animal sounds. The crew made their way through the underbrush, stepping over roots and ducking under hanging moss. Along the way, they faced tricky puzzles, like a riddle carved into a giant tree and a swinging rope bridge, guarded by monkeys who demanded a silly dance before they let anyone pass. Even Wimpy had to do the dance. Suddenly, Bluto appeared with a loud roar, pushing past them all. "I'll take that treasure," he yelled. But just as he reached the cave entrance marked on the map, a giant red crab with claws the size of barrels scuttled out. Everyone screamed, except Popeye. Calmly, he reached for his spinach. Gulp! His muscles bulged. His pipe spun in his mouth. And with one leap, Popeye gently turned the crab on its back, tickling its belly until it purred like a kitten. The crabs happily moved aside, and the entrance to the cave opened. Inside was not gold or jewels, but a beautiful old sailor's chest, filled with handwritten journals, paintings, and tools from explorers of the past. Olive gasped, "It's a treasure of stories." Popeye opened one of the journals and read aloud about a sailor who saved a village, another who taught music to sea creatures, and one who planted trees on every island he visited. They weren't rich in money, but rich in kindness, bravery, and love. Bluto looked confused, but even he sat down and listened quietly. That night, they all camped under the stars, surrounded by fireflies and jungle sounds. Popeye held the journal closed and smiled. "Sometimes," he said, "the real treasure ain't gold. It's the stories we share, the love we gave, and the adventures we had together." And with a final wink, he added, "Now who wants some spinach s'mores?" Everyone laughed, even Bluto.